with your hand. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Tight end right. Detroit! Everyone got four down. I got it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On play action, Rosen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
4 down. Detroit! Detroit! Over! Leopard!
Now Rosen on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
You got 4. Over!
Rosen off the play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch you now, Barney!
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, 4 down. Out. Switch. Shift.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Gun! 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Faking the give, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So out now come the Cardinals. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there, 89 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Over!
A first down throw, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Gone! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hut! Hey! Gone! Hut!
Darnold from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down.
Gone!
On the counter, here's Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Switch! Hey, Mike, 20! Gone!
Here's Darnold now on second down. And that's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. 4 down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Darnold rolling to his right, and that is incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through with Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Run.
Play action here with Rosen. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check, 4 down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Barney.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Called in by Anderson, left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Over the middle, it's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be taken very short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he fends him off. And the pressure gets to him again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's had himself a game.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Over.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch this. Over. Watch the twist. 53's the mic.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over. Leopard.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. Watch you now, Barney. Safety creep.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Over.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Peterson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They begin the drive with Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. With it on the return is Logan. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Rosen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Leopard! No, check. Patriot!
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53. Watch him now, Barney. Pick it up.
They run it again with Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Watch him now, Barney. Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. They often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Gone! Hey, boys, we got 4.
On second down, here's Rosen. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Darnold. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The Jets on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Gone.
From the gun, Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Darnold to throw again, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit!
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One score down. Here we go.
Detroit!
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. There go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Squeeze, double.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Open man is Uzama. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Odd. 5 down. Stand up in. Gun!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Rosen on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Rosen to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Over. Rush in.
Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Peters in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun!
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return is Peterson. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
And the blitz does come. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Hey! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Check! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
To throw on second down is Darnold. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Damian Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And his throw is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now Rosen looking to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he? And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Arizona, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.